My friends, may the good Lord give all of you peace. We're now at the fifth Sunday of Lent, the last Sunday before Palm Sunday. And our scripture readings this week take us to the 11th chapter of John's Gospel, the wonderful account of the Raising of Lazarus. The Raising of Lazarus is the last of 7 signs in what is called the Book of Signs, the first part of John's Gospel. It's important that we understand the word signs as opposed to miracles. Miracles cause us to step back and say, wow, look at what Jesus did. But signs have a different purpose. Even though we might understandably be amazed by some of these signs, their purpose is twofold. Number one, to reveal Jesus. He's telling us who he is. And secondly, to teach us lessons for our own life. And so what's going on here? We're told that Jesus is informed that Lazarus has fallen asleep. And we're told that Jesus loved Lazarus. There's a very human touch here, that he loved Lazarus and his sisters Martha and Mary, whom we have met elsewhere in the Gospel. And Jesus says he's going to wake him. And once again, just as we saw the last few weeks, we have disciples who are clueless, who don't get what he's talking about. Some of them are afraid that they might be waiting to trap him, to arrest him even perhaps. Others think he's going there to wake him up from a sleep of some sort. But we know that that's not the case. Lazarus has died. And when Jesus arrives at the home, Martha comes out to meet him. And Martha is beside herself. She's wondering where Jesus has been. If you had been here, my brother would never have died. Sometimes don't you and I also wonder if Jesus had been with us in a different way, something wouldn't have happened? That was Mary's lament. She's another one who's a little bit clueless in this case too. But Jesus moves forward. And when he gets there, he's at the tomb of Lazarus. And he sees the weeping of Martha and Mary and some of their friends. And Jesus weeps too. It's important that we understand that death causes Jesus to weep. He's the Son of God, but he's the Son of Man. He experiences all the emotions that you and I do. And then, of course, we have the great calling forth. But before that, he has this statement that is made. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even though he die, will live. And whoever lives and believes in me will never die. Very important that we catch all of those words. Whoever believes in me, even though he die, shall live. Yes, Jesus works this sign. He calls Lazarus to come forth. Lazarus, come forth. And then he says, untie him and let him go free. What are we to learn from this? You see, Jesus is really telling all of us, even though he has called Lazarus forth from death, he's telling us that we're not going to escape the first death. We will die. But if we die believing in him, we will live forever. That is our great hope. So Lazarus has died. There is a great stench. His body is decomposing. But Jesus calls him forth. Untie him and let him go free. One spiritual writer that I came across recently said, there's a lesson for us in this in how we grieve the death of our loved ones. After our loved ones die, we weep. We are sad. We see in this story that Jesus weeps too. He is there with us. But part of the reason why we weep and are sad is because we want to hold on to our loved one just as they were in this life. But we can't do that. We can't do that, otherwise we're in for a rocky road. So Jesus says, untie him and let him go free. And in saying that, he says to us, as we face the death of our loved ones, untie them, let them go free. Let them go to God. Don't try to cling to them as they were in this earth. And I find that to the extent that we do that, and I've experienced the death of both of my parents, of my sister Anne, several friars that I've known very well, other people, my friend Mike, who died not too long ago, my brother's father-in-law. We experience death, we remember people, and well we should. We remember how they were on this earth. But in time, we go through our grief process, and we untie them, we unbind them, we let them go free, we let them go to God, and then we discover that they are not lost, but that they have a place in our heart until we're reunited with them in heaven. May all of us know and believe that Jesus is indeed our resurrection and our life. May the good Lord give you peace.